Well, I think if you're going to fight this, you need to fight in all avenues. And one, of course, would be the legal avenue, and that would be to hire a lawyer and possibly file litigation to challenge the initial status and say, wait a minute, even though this is labeled R1, it really is intended to be open space and it is intended to be a golf course. I think part of the process is going to be to see what kind of financial resources you can get. Obviously, the developer will have tremendous resources. They've hired one of the most prominent law firms in town already. So I think the first thing you need to do is find out what kind of resources are there. I mean, are the residents willing to put forward money, how much money, so that will tell you what kind of legal representation you can have. But it may not be necessary right now to file a lawsuit, but you definitely want to have a lawyer on retainer, and you also just want to find out how much money you have. I mean, if you have 10,000, you have 100,000, that makes a big difference as far as the kind of legal fight you're going to put. Initially, I can, assuming they would want me to, maintain it in my legal trust account, which would be protected. I have an insurance policy, and that could be used. We could use that to hold the money. I think ultimately we need to form some type of homeowner association or some type of association, which would maybe be a limited liability corporation and have a treasurer and everything. So I wouldn't necessarily be involved in that, but if you wanted me to assist initially in making sure that the money is collected and accounted for and protected, I would be willing to do that. I think as homeowners, you have the legal right to pursue valid legal claims, which I believe you have. I wouldn't stand in the corner and call Mr. Knott some names that were inappropriate. That could be liable for something like that. But as far as pursuing your legal rights and testing your legal rights, that's absolutely within your right. And so I would not discourage. I don't think there's a problem with that. Now again, at some point you may want to form a limited liability corporation and put things in that name. But at least initially, I don't think there's any problem with everybody contributing a certain amount of money and retaining a lawyer to go forward. I'll be happy to be a spokesperson in any format you want or any form you want. I can be of assistance. I've talked to some of the homeowners about going to the planning department on a daily basis or whenever we meet with them, just to talk to the staff on an informal basis to see what's happening. I can work with the state as far as the toxic Superfund issue and how that's resolved, and maybe we can use them to slow the process down. So the one thing I probably can't do, I would say that I am a lawyer, I couldn't represent you as a lawyer because this is not really my area of expertise, but I will do whatever I can to help, either from a political standpoint or from just a personal standpoint. I said I love this neighborhood, and I just think it's critical for the history of Las Vegas to make sure that this is not turned into another housing tract. We have plenty of housing tracts. Politicians ultimately are going to make this decision, and politicians can count votes, and so the more people that can attend, the more people that can participate, the more people can sign petitions, contribute, whatever. Numbers really matter in this process. It's very, very important. So if you can't attend, if you can sign something, if you can't sign something, contribute. If you can attend, sign, and contribute, that's the best of all worlds.
We need your help now.
And together.
And together as a neighborhood.
And together as a community.
We can save the historic
Las Vegas National Golf Course.